Hello and salutations to all. That's much better quality camera. So, I will be momentarily checking down on my watch occasions to make sure I'm in frame still. Anyway, last week on his live stream, Anthony Dodge asked me an interesting question. Why did you start a YouTube channel? Why did you start making videos? And he was looking for responses in the chat, in the live stream. I misunderstood and I did answer afterwards, right, so I missed it. I was responding to something about running lots of passenger trains. I mean, my era of Japan, from the 50s onwards, passenger train traffic went up and freight traffic came down. So, in the immediate post-war era, so that's why I'm in passenger. But that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is why did I start a YouTube channel? Back in the dim and distant past of YouTube, probably even pre-Google owning it, to be fair, I started a channel, putting videos up, just of random things, you know, aeroplanes that I'd seen or trains that I'd seen, model railways. And I discovered IC82's channel. Figured, oh, I'll have a go at this review business. I think I seem to be buying some different engines to him and stuff like that. So, you know, had some naysayers. Oh, you don't half like to go on and on and on. Waffle's just part of me, I'm afraid. So you either like it or you lump it. So I was occasionally going Brummy in my voice. Yeah, well, Lord. Yeah, I suppose as time and a half's gone on, it became a multitude of different things as to why I have various channels. I did different channels for different subjects. And now here we are under this channel. So why did I start this channel? Well, initially, I just started it as a place to blog my journey with Japanese model railways. Following the channel being discovered by people, it's never really meant to be intended to be visited by multiple people. But, you know, it got discovered, so, hey, here we are. Excuse me. And as time's gone on, it's become more of a blog again of almost come full circle to that original channel, that Lanka 630 channel I had. In such that it's a blog of my just my hobbies and my trips and my, you know, it is still purely, very selfishly centered around me, I'm afraid. This is why there's not been much rail content recently, because, you know, the trains are there, but we're getting to the point now. I'm running this one now, but the track needs a clean, and I'm waiting on my track cleaning vehicle to do it. I could do it manually again, but it's the time and effort to do it, because there's so many sidings now, so many tracks, compared to when I was running trains on the table downstairs, where it'd just be a case of take it apart, clean it all up, back together, off we go again. There's so much. There's a loop. I could clean the loop, I suppose, itself, but I'd like to get this track cleaning car employed to do its job. So sort of waiting on that a bit. But also, my interests vary throughout the year. Sometimes I really fancy doing my Warhammer stuff, and I really love that. A lot of the wargaming stuff. Other times, it's aircraft, mostly aircraft, or warships or tanks. And let me just try and see if I can sit down a bit more satisfactorily. Sort of had to come quite low down to be able to get onto the. Hang on, there's something going up the. There we are. That's marginally better, I think. Hang on. This is why I wish I'd gone for a single bed rather than double. I got no need for a double. Aha! You could look at the top of my head now. I mean, it'd be really helpful if the watch updated to show me what I was looking at. But anyway, so yeah, you know, it's a case of what my interests are taking at the time, and that may not be for everyone. I notice my subscribers have been fluctuating between 13 and 15, up and down, up and down. I post a particular type of content, a train video, say, it goes up. Post an aeroplane, it comes down. Post an aeroplane another day, it goes up. Post a train, it comes down. And this is partly why, this is the whole reason why initially I split them off. Because, that's better. Initially I split them off because, you know, it's people coming to your channel expecting to see something. Like they go to Anthony's channel, they'll expect to see Merklin or his skits, you know, his comedy skits and stuff like that. If they go to Oak Hill's channel, they'll expect to see pre-grouping railways, model building tips, that sort of thing. Live stream builds of different locomotive and carriage and building kits all working on South Park Quarry. All railway related though. If they go to Dale's channel, it's nearly all, I think it is nearly entirely all railway related. So you know what to expect. Some other channels I watch, Harry Houdini, CG Aviator, Harry Houdini models, he does model kits. CG Aviator does flight sim. And they might have the odd video which is something else, but it's you know what to expect. And I think that's why I created so many channels back in previous times, because it just felt, oh, hang on a minute, I'm producing this content, but I'm then losing subscribers, despite the fact I put the same amount of effort into every video, regardless of the subject. So at the minute, as you may know, on this channel, you're getting a sneak peek here, I'm blogging the progress on this 1/62 scale de Havilland Mosquito FB6 of the Banff Strike Wing. And that's what I'm doing in a minute. So someone may pick up for that. And then I go and post this video, which has got me sitting next to the layout with a EF66 running. This is a Kato product with some Tomix container flats and Platts, I believe is the company that makes the containers, the Gulls and Panzer ones, and the two blue containers with yellow stripes, they're Tomix. They come with the cars, those ones. And they'll go, hang on, what's a minute? I followed this channel because he was making an airfits kit. And this is going to sound really odd, maybe. I suppose. I don't know. I don't know how odd it's going to sound, but this may sound really odd. But I have to not care. And this really helps with how this channel started, because it just started for me. And this channel is for me. I want to be able to look back and go, oh, I did do that Mosquito. Maybe, I mean, I intend this one to actually come and sit on my computer at work. Be a little mascot for me on my desk. Maybe it's hit, accidentally caught one day and smashed to the four winds. A great sadness. But I'll have the build video and the final reveal video. Okay, so it's a bit different. You're not watching me build it like I did the 109. I've got a Spitfire much the same as that, the one we looked at the box for. There's quite a big video actually, that one due to be, because there's quite a lot to go into. But I'll have that video to remind me of what the Mosquito looked like, and I'll photographs to remind me of what the Mosquito looked like before this accident befell it. So yeah, what inspired me to do this YouTube channel? Keeping a personal record of things that are too precious to lose, more precious than we realise. To lose. I mean, the amount of stuff I wish I had from the original Sakura Adventure channel, the one I lost to a falsified copyright claim, which Google came down on the side of the claimant, who was claiming a video very much like this, just facing the other way, facing that wall there, with me facing the camera like this, was them. And their profile picture was a person of colour. Whether that was the real them or not, I don't know. But needless to say, I suppose technically a person of colour, I have a colour, but I'm not one of those persons of colour. More commonly associated skin pigments perhaps with the continent of Africa, shall we say. Trying to be careful around that, you know what I'm saying. It was a black man, basically. But all that work just to say it. But, you know, it just shows the level there. But the stuff I lost there is irreplaceable, so I'm making sure that I'm taking plenty of photographs as well. So I've always got those, but these videos hopefully should just be a safe little blog for me. And I don't think I'll ever get targeted again like that, because that particular incident I can only put down to the fact I was doing a nightly stream during the lockdown, the first lockdown that we had here in the UK. So yes, you know, it's all about that personal blog. If you folks all enjoy it, then that's a bonus. That's a bonus, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. I mean, it really does mean is that certain things I won't put up with though. I guess it makes me less tolerant in some respects, because things like, if a comment is left and it has nothing to do with the video at hand, it's gone. If you're talking to me about the video, keep it on topic, fantastic, wonderful. But I'm not running a crash. We've all got our issues, we've all got our problems. I've got my problems and issues. But when I leave a comment on a video, I try to make it relevant. I don't feel, oh, well, sorry I put that, but I was feeling this at the time. And I won't tolerate it on my channel. If you folks enjoy it, you enjoy it. And providing we all stick together and rally together, and I'll stick together, rally together, but we all keep it on topic, keep it friendly, keep it happy, shouldn't have a problem moving forwards, So, yeah, that got weird, didn't it? But, it's that sort of thing, whereas before I'd be like, oh no, I'll try and understand what they're meaning, or just respond to it because I'm trying to be friendly, or this isn't about making videos that are there to please an audience, they're there to attract people to watch necessarily. These are for me. The only person who's got to please is me. That's what YouTube should be about anyway. Because it's too easy to fall into this cycle of, I've only got this many subscribers, I've only got that many subscribers. I mean, yeah, I noticed they're going up and down. And it just reinforces that why I did the separate channels before. But now I just don't care. The fact that I don't even need to live stream now or video the actual builder model to get one complete. I mean, this one, immediately after I've done this, I'll be doing a short. Well, I might still do a couple of photographs really, because it's fully hand masked as opposed to using a masking set. And I'll go out and prime it. In fact, I think I've already done pictures of it masked, but I will just double check, make sure. I'll go and prime it and I'll start painting. I might film the painting and do a very much more speeded up one than the 109. I did learn from that, because not even me in the future wants to watch that that slowly. So But yeah, so if you want to come along and you enjoy what they're putting out, fantastic. Glad to have you along for the ride. We can have a conversation in the comments or via other means of social media that you may have me on. I mean, Discord's always there. But I'm not trying to say it's not no more Mr. Nice Guy. I do not have the energy to spend on caring about hurting your feelings if I remove a comment because you're telling me about some purchase you've made on maybe even the same shop as a mail call video I'm doing, but you don't say a single word about, oh, great buys there, or oh, that looks really interesting, or anything like that, anything actually relevant to the video at hand in terms of, why should I take the time to even respond to that, or give it a love heart, or give it the heart reaction, or a little thumbs up or anything? You'll just be gone. That'll be my response, will be your comment will be on. Because, and I know I said this on the last time around, the last channel, I find it wholly disrespectful still. You're not there to tell me, to talk to me about what the video's about. You're there to tell me about what's happening in your life. Well, this is my blog, and this is for, if what's going on, let's say, perhaps you built this mosquito, and you want to say, oh yeah, I had a great time building that kit myself, but you've referenced the kit in the video. That's the key part. Okay, so anyway, that's why I started a YouTube channel, and that's basically the shape of the channel moving forward. So basically, I suppose the title should be, and you'll already see this, will be answering Anthony Dodge's question plus the channel moving forward. So I hope that answers your question, Anthony. to be really quite nicely considering tracks in dire need of cleaning. We are just post the heat wave if you're still watching. The deadly bit of it anyway. Well, this time round. Hopefully there's no more. Hopefully that's it now because the house has just cooled down. The trouble is British houses, they're built to retain heat really well and they do that job very well. Yeah. Anyway. See you in a bit, friends. Take care. I suppose I should say sayonara, but we've got the Japanese train, got the right. But be well. I'll see you next time.